The word research was derived from the Middle French word rechercher, which means to go about seeking. Research is both science and an art. Research is the systematic, critical, empirical, and controlled investigation of hypothetical proposition about the presumed relation among the natural phenomenon, given by Kerlinger in the year 1964. The basic 8 different characteristics of research include reliability, validity, accuracy, credibility, generalizability, empirical, systematic, and control. So, the process of research involves 7 different steps, starting with the formulation of research problem, literature review, development of hypothesis, research design, data collection, data analysis, conclusion, and report writing. The types of research include, the research can be classified based on 3 different factors such as application, mode of inquiry, and objective. Based on the application, it is pure, basic, or fundamental research, and applied research. Based on the objective, descriptive, explanatory, exploratory, and correlational research. Based on the mode of inquiry, we have qualitative and quantitative research. Moving on to the research design, there are basically experimental and non-experimental research design. In experimental research design, again, true experimental and quasi-experimental. In true experimental research design, there are within group, between group, and factorial research design. In quasi-experimental research design, there are with control group, without control group, and to measure developmental changes. Under non-experimental research design, there are 3 different types such as observational, survey, and correlational research design. Based on the purpose of study, research can be classified into research design has explanatory, exploratory, and descriptive research design. Based on the use, there are intervention, evaluation, and action research design. Hypothesis. Hypothesis is a tentative speculation or assumption or even proposition about a particular state or any interested construct. In hypothesis, there are 2 types, alternative and null hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis is what the researcher keeps, and the null hypothesis is the default of a research, and it is where the researcher works on. In this, we can get 2 different errors, that is type 1 and type 2 error. Before that, alternative hypothesis has 2 different types, unidirectional and bidirectional or two-tailed. Unidirectional is single-tailed, which presumes only single outcome, that is positive or negative outcome. But bidirectional is when we assume when the outcome may go to positive or negative, that's why it is called two-tailed. Again, type 1 error is when the null hypothesis is true but we reject it.